Surprise, surprise. I'm Johnny Scoville, and this is a special Chase the Heat. It's a Chase the Heat live stream. On top of that, oh, hang on. Gonna be a teaser, new product from Blazing Foods. Kind of excited about that. All right, let's see who joins us. We'll wait. Oh, I got a couple of very cool things I'm going to talk about tonight. Leon, Busy Dragon. Good to see you guys. Layla eats trees. Einstein Alberto, with me a long time, dude. Tuan Irwin, Josh Simmons, Trinis Millie B. Good to see you. Jamie Alvarado, Leon Thunderman. Oh, cool. 1 o'clock production. It's good to see you guys. Hola, Fire on the Bayou. Nice to see you guys. Johnny Jr., the Madman. He's right there. Thank you. Ace Morrow, good to see you. Island Ryland. Kevin Holzman, good to see you. All right. So, thank you for joining me. I thought it'd be kind of fun to do a live stream tonight. I know no one was counting on it. Can I tell you something? I wasn't either. True story, an hour ago, I shot the video for what I'm about to do a live stream on. So it was an unnecessary thing. But I thought, you know, I need to go do live. Got a couple of really cool things we'll be talking about. Before I even get in to the thing we'll be reviewing, it's a new Blazing Foods. Very exciting. Couple things I want to talk to you guys about. Only a really hardcore Chase the Heat rider will recognize these. You guys, anybody can recognize these real quick? At a quick glance, anybody knows what that is? Hi, Greg F. Good to see you. Jamie Alvarado. Anybody know what these are? You guys recognize these? Old Smoky. No way. Dude, Old Smoky. I catch you live sometimes. I'm getting into your live streams, man. It's crazy. Good to see you guys. Man, everybody's here. This is great. Anybody recognize these? You guys recognize these? No? See, I want to put these right here and see if anybody can remember them. They're not lava drops. I'll come back to those. Here is the new product from Blazing Foods. No way, Fire on the Bayou. Fire on the Bayou. Got it. This is from Bapa John. This is what I did in the most viewed video on this channel. It's called As Close to Panic Mode as I'll Get, or something like that. It has 960,000 views. When it hits 1 million, I am repeating that challenge. You guys believe that? Let me tell you why that's crazy. Over the last 5.5 years, I did it in the first year of the channel. I had so many people say, man, you need to do that again. Every time I said, no. But you know what? It seems like a really good thing to do to commemorate 1 million views. I've never had a video that has 1 million views. This will be the most. It'll be the first video to ever reach 1 million subs. 1 million views. And the crazy thing is, you guys understand how crazy that is? As an entire channel, we've had 17,800,000 views. So a huge chunk, substantial chunk, considering there are almost 4,000 videos, considering that almost 1 million views comes from that one video. It's a big video. Another trivia question. Who knows the pepper in the corner of the pepper down here? They always say, click that pepper. What pepper is that, you guys? Corey Worthington, good to see you. Corey, dude, Corey. I gave you a shout out the other day. Corey gave a donation to my PayPal a couple days ago, and I just want to thank you, Corey. That was so cool. Honestly, thank you so much, dude. All right, getting back to my question. Anybody know what the pepper is in the corner of my video? I've talked about it 1,000 times. 1,000? No, a lot though. Yes, Dizzy Dragon. Yes. No, not 4,000. Pretty close to 4,000, Old Smoky. 3,800 and change. But we do 100 videos a month, so we'll be there really quick. Primo, 7-pot Primo is the pepper that you see. That's the logo for Chase the Heat. I bring it up because the hottest pepper recognized by the Guinness Book is the Reaper. So often people say it's got to be Reaper. It's not. It's a 7-pot Primo. But it isn't just any old 7-pot Primo. Troy Primo is a really good friend of mine. I talk to him all the time. He grew that 7-pot Primo. First of all, he created it. He grew that 7-pot Primo. He took that picture himself and he sent that to me so I could use that for my channel. The reason I bring it up is this is made with 7-pot Primo. And this is a really, really cool thing. I'm only going to be doing one of these, but in essence, it's going to be 2 different products. You guys can probably already assume what those 2 different products are. One is a regular mint. I'm going to show it to you. This is strawberry and Primo and 7-pot Primo. Sugar-free. And here's the crazy thing. Now, obviously, one is going to be just a regular snackable, kind of a refreshing mint. Like that. Instant heat, by the way. But the other one is going to be a challenge. Not going to talk about how that challenge is going to go. If it's going to be 10 of them, one giant one that looks like a brick. I don't know. Actually, I do know, but I'm just not going to tell you. Got to keep some of the cards close to my chest. But the beautiful, I don't know what we're going to call it. 7-pot strawberry sounds good to me. Strawberry and 7-pot Primo go so well together. This is such a beautiful thing. Today, College Boy had one. It's so funny. I got a great partner, David Foy. I'm sitting next to a College Boy today. He comes up and he goes, "Hey, man, you got to try one of these." I already had one like 5 minutes earlier. College Boy eats it and he goes, "Man, I like it. It tastes great. It's hot." David looks at us and goes, "Not hot enough, is it? I can make it hotter." The guy's a madman. Madman. Such a good dude, though. All right, so I'm getting this great strawberry flavor, but the 7-pot Primo, I don't know, it just works with this the way it is right now. Now, you need to know, it may be other flavors. We may have a whole bunch of different flavors. I'm not really sure, but this is coming. Super tasty. Jimmy Pickles. No way, man. Good to see you. Edge Crusher. Love that name. Can you guys make a blazing Bloody Mary mix? We probably could. In fact, I know we could. Will we? I'll talk to him about it. Did someone just ask if this man can handle a Carolina Reaper? Scott P said. I've eaten a couple. Just a couple. I was talking to somebody just today. In fact, I'll tell you who he was. It's Anthony. A buddy of mine, Anthony, sent me a message saying an idea he thought for our video. You know, my response to him was, I don't know. I don't know what's going to work. I don't know what, I just make videos. I don't know what's going to work and what's going to make sense. And, I promise you, every content creator will make a video that they think is going to take off and do really well. And it doesn't. And then one that you think is just some weird, obscure video just kind of takes off. And it's a good example. This one. Close to panic mode. Chunk both of these. Put one of them in a pepper. Hate that. Thunder happening. I don't think it was that great a pepper. That great a video. I don't. But it's got 160. It's a month or two away. A couple months away. 3 months away from a million. I jumped out of an airplane, people, and ate 5 Carolina Reapers before the chute opened. Once the canopy opened, I ate 5 more. It's got 40,000 views. I don't know. It's weird. I have no idea what's going to work and what doesn't. Jimmy Pickles, the Tube Terror 2.0 did rock your world. I saw that, dude. Unpredictable Tony. Johnny's a pepper now. It changed his DNA. You want to know something funny about that? If I cried, my tears are hot. They don't just burn me. If you put a tear on your tongue, you'd feel heat. I'm not making that up. It's the truth. I'm spicy. I didn't see the question, Old Smoky. Somebody must have asked if I can handle a Carolina Reaper. Yeah, You know, I've eaten a bunch of them. I don't know how many I've eaten. I'm sure there's somebody who's eaten more on video, but I've eaten a lot. Hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of them. Yeah, Old Smoky. You never have a clue what's going to get picked up by YouTube. It doesn't make sense. The panic mode video, it did pretty well at the beginning, right? For me, like I'm not a huge YouTuber, I'm a little guy. But it started to do well. And then one day, I woke up, and the day before, I looked at the numbers from the day before, as every YouTuber does. And I saw that this one, the panic mode video, did 1,000 views in one day. Now, I'm doing like 20,000 views a day now. But 1,000 views in one day for then was staggering. It stopped me cold. I was like, it did that every day for a year. 1,000 views every single day for a year, just like clockwork, man. Every single day, I knew it was going to happen. 1,000 views happen anytime now. Every single time, I had no idea why that happened. It still gets 800 to 1,000 views every 48 hours, and I have no idea. I don't know. It doesn't make any sense. I don't know what picks out. I don't understand the algorithm. Uh-oh, Johnny Jr. Anyone want to see me do it? Do which one, Junior? I don't like watching my son get hurt. I really don't. It's a problem for me. When we were in Belgium, he did his first chili contest. And I'm in, you know, like I was watching him play football in school when he was a kid. It's like, I'm like, you know, I don't like watching my son take on pain. Someone asked where my neck knife is. There's my neck knife. I love it. I still use it a lot. You know what I've been doing lately, though? It's homage to my dad. I had this little knife I got, and I bought it for my dad as a Christmas present many years ago, and he loved it. And when he died, my mom, when I went home from the funeral, I was driving to the airport. My mom says, I opened the glove box, and there's the knife that I gave my dad. I'm like, can I have this? She goes, of course. So I have it back. So it's kind of a special thing. But I'll definitely be using that one again. Let me see here. Old Smoky, the biggest thing I've seen is that you can hit the trends as soon as they start. Like one ship challenge that started, your nuts have done well. Nuts of shorts and the best do now. I've done a bunch of shorts, Old Smoky, and here's the deal with this. Listen, I'm not about money. I don't worship money. My favorite thing is the best things in life aren't things. The best things in life are relationships and people. That's what I value the most. And that really is the truth. But I got to tell you guys something. As far as trends and like shorts don't pay. YouTube doesn't pay on shorts. Now, here's the reason that's a dilemma for me as a content creator. If you only make one video a day, it's not that big a deal. I don't know if you guys know this, but YouTube will only send out notifications, they claim, on 3 videos in a 24-hour period. I do 3, especially during pod season, I do at least 3 videos every day. So if I do 3, am I going to upload a short that's going to steal one of the 3 notifications that I'm not going to get paid on? So I'll upload a video 2 hours later that I can get paid on that's not going to get notifications? Nah. You know, I've had, not only that, I've only had a couple, you know, I've never had a short do more than like 10,000 views. I don't know. Here's the problem with shorts. Shorts are, this is why I hate TikTok. I hate TikTok. It's dumbing down the population. YouTube dumbed it down. We used to be able to sit down and watch things for a couple hours. The attention span is 10 minutes right now. That's it, 10 minutes. And TikTok is dumbing it down. And that's the problem. I can't stand TikTok. I hate it. I hate it. So I'm not very fond of shorts because of that. Not only that, how's the guitar playing going? It's going great, Mike. The other problem with it is that TikTok is the land of fake chili heads, where I can eat something really quick for 10 seconds, spit it out, but no one's going to see that, and it looks like I did a good job. I'm just not a fan of TikTok. I don't know. When am I coming to Atlanta? Gray Peppers here, 1111 o'clock Productions. I don't know. I'd like to. I don't care. Listen, you know what, Old Smoky, I don't really care about the money in the sense that, here's the thing, it's weird. When I was a YouTuber, when I first started, it was nothing but fun. You have to understand something. It's still really fun for me because the day that it's not fun, I will make my last video, tell you guys I've loved you, you've been wonderful, and I'm done. I don't do this for money. But at the same time, I need money to pay my bills. Show me one person. We have 79 people watching this right now. How many of you want to make as much money as you possibly can in your career, in your daily life? Every one of you, right? And no one will fault you for that. But if a YouTuber visually is trying to make money, he is dumped on so badly. That's what happens. It's the truth. Have you guys ever seen a paid advertisement on my channel? This brought to you by, whatever. Have you ever seen that? Do you want to know why? Because of what it looks like. Listen, when I rolled out when we came out the Tubatera, people said, oh, he's all about money, he's selling out. I'm not selling out. And then we came out with the 2.0. People did it the same way. So I want him, I'm concerned about making enough money to pay my bills and move to Australia and do everything I'm doing, but, I don't know. I'm not about money. I'm really not. I'm a numbers guy, but I'm not a numbers guy like that. I don't know. I've made six figures. I've made a lot of money in my life before, and if you have a lot of money, you have a lot of problems. That's what it comes with. Yeah, Jesse Stevens. It's just, I'm sorry, but it's a cesspool. That's TikTok. Sorry if that offends somebody. You can unfollow me if you want. People do that sometimes. I'll say something. If I said I like cats more than dogs, I'd lose a ton of people. It's really funny. I know that I'm looking at people that I know are content creators, like Old Smokey, some guys here that I know make content. And when you're doing a video and you say something, you're like, is that going to come back to haunt me? It's crazy. It really is. You can try to lob it down the middle. For 18 years, I worked for a company. I was on the phone. I was a phone jockey. On the phone, I was talking to men and women. I didn't know who I was talking to ever. I knew their age. I didn't know who they voted for, if they were conservative, if they were liberal. I didn't know. So I had to lob it down the middle for 18 years because I didn't know who I was going to offend. I didn't want to offend anybody. And that kind of set me up to make sure I don't offend people now. But even still, I'm a pretty benign dude. And we have a pretty benign channel. There's not a lot of controversy here, but still people will look for it. I've already tried Habanero Beer. Chris Brown, dude. Yeah, I did. I've tried Habanero Beer. In fact, I was at Ravenswood. Man, I was so worried I wasn't going to be able to remember that. In Perth, Australia. And I was at a big function that they were making a big deal out of it. And this brewery, Ravenswood, they have a haunted room there apparently, where it's colder in one spot than others. They said, you want to go up? I said, yeah. I was in there like, you scared? I'm like, no. Anyway, they made a habanero beer. They brewed a habanero beer just for me. So it was great. It had a little bit of a tingle. It was beautiful. But I don't drink anymore. It's been a long time. You guys want to know? I don't know unless I look. Cool. I don't know if you guys can see that. You guys can't. You can't. Nope. 3 years, 3 months, and 8 days today. Here's the crazy thing. They claim I've saved. I don't want to tell you the amount of money they claim I've saved over the last 3 years. I'm not going to tell you. It's horrifying. Chris Brown, I brewed my own beer once. I have a funny Bruce beer story. I don't know if it's appropriate now. But I brewed beer before. There's something very special about eating something you've grown, drinking something you've brewed. There's something special about that. And beer is like that with me, for sure. 11 o'clock Productions. Mom is 3 years sober too. Cool. You know, it's funny. I can't ever drink again. You want to know why I'm so angry? I hate alcohol. That's one thing to do a drop of this or Robbie drop. It doesn't bother me. But you know why I'm still here and not in Australia? Because of alcohol. Got a DWI 4 years ago. Didn't crash a car. It wasn't, it was a bummer. Cost me $5,000. It was expensive. It's been expunged. It's not even on my record. My record's clean as a whistle. But Australia says, you ever been arrested for something? Even if it's expunged, we want to know about it. So I said, yeah, you bet. Told them the whole story. So they're going to let me in, but they're going to make me jump through 1,000 hoops and just kiss a lot of rings and apologize, and it's very frustrating. Very, very frustrating. But, so I have a problem with alcohol. I do not like it. I don't. What made me quit the caper way? I woke up one day and here's what it was. Well, first of all, having a DWI a month earlier didn't hurt the cause. That sort of was a motivator. But ultimately, I woke up one day and I'm like, here's the deal, man. Anybody, you guys know me for the channel. My son knows me differently. Try to ask my son if he could ever imagine a man controlling what I do or what I say or how I behave. Another man trying to impose his will on me. See how that would work? It wouldn't. It would be a horrible attempt on their part. It would just end horribly. So I wouldn't let a guy or a person or an entity control me, but I was going to let like a liquid in a bottle that has no brain or mind or conscience or IQ control me? Nah. So I just said I'm not doing it again. I never have. It's been great, but I hate it. You know what it is? It's evil. It's a liar. It's a pathological liar. It'll convince you that all the great times you had was because of the alcohol. It wasn't. It had nothing to do with the alcohol. It had to do with your friends, the people you were there, the events that were happening. It's the truth. How do I keep my pods from staying fresh as possible? I eat them. They don't last long enough, Ace, to be really honest with you. I got a big box of pods from Linda McNew from Linda's Fire Retreats. She had a big list of all the things she wanted me to do. I just eat them fast. I mean, if they're gonna start going, if it's a big box, I'm like, man, I'm just not gonna be able to eat them that fast. I'll stick them in the fridge, but I just eat them fast. That's kind of how I do it. 5 days ago, it was 333. So first of all, congratulations. I'm a numbers guy too, man. Cool. I see signs, and I see numbers. I wonder if other people see patterns in numbers. I see it playing guitar. I see things that, it's weird. I don't know if other people do. Maybe it's just this happens to me. I know there are a lot of guitarists here that are watching right now. I'm a hack. It's the truth. I'm not very good at it. But I learn a new song. If I'm learning a new song, I go to bed and I think about that song. Like I played it twice. I go to bed and I think about that song before I go to bed. I wake up, I'll sit down, grab my guitar, and it's like I practiced it all night long. My fingers know what to do. I swear it's the truth. It's the strangest feeling. Never happened to me when I was a hack, but it happens now. My cat Shat. It is what it is, people. Thank you so much. Appreciate that donation. Thanks for your advice. Cool videos. Glad I found the channel. Man, I'm glad you found it too. It's a pretty cool thing we do here. You know what? It's just any addiction's a drag. Here's the thing, man. You know what? When you drink all the time, it's like, you ever watch a vampire movie? The dude bites him on the neck, and the next morning he wakes up and it's like the sun's bad and he's got to go out and find blood. There you are. There you are. That's it. I'm not into that, man. Not into it. Now I wish I could play the harmonica, Chris Brown. I can't. I have a weird Reaper pod growing, Greg F. says. Fat at the top, skinny in the middle, and fat at the bottom. Interesting. Fat at the top, skinny in the middle, and fat at the bottom. Sounds like a 36, 24, 36 pepper. Send me a picture of that thing. Sounds interesting. I've seen some really weird pods that were just anomalies, very strange things. I had one. Man, you should go to my Instagram. There's a video in here somewhere. It had prongs and stuff sticking all over it. It was the strangest looking pepper I've ever seen in my life. It was grown by Randy Keaton from Keatley Farms. I've never, ever seen a pepper so bizarre in my life before. Honestly. You should go. It's crazy. Corey Newman's got a very, very important question here. Johnny, do you think it would be a good idea to replace my blood with Panango? Or would it be a great idea? You know what? If you just eat a lot of stuff, I have way too much blood in my capsaicin system. So I think the more capsaicin you kind of just do a switch. You kind of do a flip-flop. You're good. Critical cog. That's what I did learning in school. You learn the most while you're sleeping. You know what's funny thing you say that? Plants grow. Plants sit in the sun, suck up sunlight. They don't grow. Plants don't grow at night. Do you guys know that? I don't think people do either. I think we grow in the dark. Not here too, not just physically. But yeah, man, plants grow at night. They store up all that sunlight, and then the sun goes away, and then they grow. That's kind of how it works. Thank you, 11 o'clock Productions. Appreciate that. Did I replace the rest of drinking with spicy stuff? Nah, I've always eaten spicy stuff. Although I think spicy stuff aided in stopping. I don't know. I don't know if there needs to be a study done on it. I think there's a correlation between capsaicin and sobriety. Mean it. So many, I know 1,000 pepperheads that were on one thing or another. And every time I talk to them, they have the same experience I did. Yeah, stopping wasn't that big a deal. I eat peppers now. Now, some people say, oh, you just traded one for the other. Hey, you know what? Go take that. Call me. We'll talk about it. If you want, listen, I get that a lot. This is what it is. I am what I am. No point in questioning it. Mr. Clark, thank you so much. You think pods are hot? How about your air conditioning breaking at 105 in California? My poor kids are melting away. Man, I'm so sorry, Mr. Clark. I'm so sorry for your kids. That's brutal. You know what? It's right now in Europe is getting just crippled with heat. You know, I'm sorry. Hang in there, you guys. Really. Caper Way, Johnny, any prepping tips before a big pepper eating competition? Yeah, you know, starchy bananas, something starchy. But you know what? A pepper contest is like a football game on any given Sunday. I mean, I've seen weird things happen. I've seen people that I've been in contests where somebody I thought would be a contender at the end bailed out early. It just happens, you know. So just do the best you can. You know, I don't know. It's a hard thing. When did I start eating super hots? That's a good question. 10 years ago? I don't know if a ghost pepper is a super hot. I've gone back and forth. The first time I made a ghost pepper, it was a super hot. Now it's like kind of a hot pepper, but first ghost pepper was probably, I don't know. No, I think, excuse me, the first, I never ate a Reaper until I started the channel. So the first Reaper I ever ate is on the channel. I'd eaten lots of ghost peppers and other stuff, but just never a Reaper. Chris Bram, email me, please. chasetheheat@gmail.com. Please. Critical Cog, if you have the ability to withstand a lot of pain, I think you're more likely to be able to kick a habit, willpower. I don't know. You know what, Chris Bram? I'm going to read your comment after all. First, I wasn't going to because it kind of got me right in the chest, but I'm going to read it anyway. Johnny, I've got cancer. And I'd love to make a pepper eating video with you before my cancer gets too bad. Please email me, and everybody on this channel watching right now that prays, please put him on your prayer list. I will. While we're at it, please keep Skylar, Tony's daughter Skylar, in your prayers in the UK. Please keep her in your prayers. Excuse me. Alex Curie, first time catching you live. Love your channel so much. Thank you. Man, I love you loving my channel. It's not my channel, it's our channel, man. The bus is yours. I'm just the driver. It's the truth. You know, it's a big bus. Seats all over the world. But we all have the same purpose, you know. I'm just the driver. Philip Extreme, trying to make my first tink this week. I'm going to start my tink journey with Mr. Doom, or Mountain Doom, excuse me. Probably going to let it get lit the first time. It won't be just the first time. Listen, tinctures are never not hot. It's just the tincture. Tincture's like the tequila of capsaicin. It's just going to get you hard, and just the way it is. I love tincture. I really do. I love tincture. It's a beautiful thing. Okay, I got a couple of things I'm going to read here because there's a couple of good ones, lengthy ones. Let me read this first. But I ate my first super out there today, 7-pot yellow brain. Threw it. I grew it from seed. It wrecked me. I just chugged a whole gallon of milk, then puked everywhere. It's the milk that caused you to throw up. It really is. But hey, congratulations, man. You ate your first 7-pot. That's awesome. Van Rowe, honey, just want to say I'm a recovering drug addict, 12 years now, and I can honestly say that since the addition of regular capsaicin, it's made my thoughts about getting high diminish greatly. Awesome. Keep that up. Unpredictable Tony, you traded an unhealthy choice for a healthy, vitamin-rich pepper. People say that you traded one thing for the other. It's out of the mind. Listen, here's the thing. I'm a YouTuber. You think I care too much about what people think about me? Honestly. I care what you guys think of me. Do you think I care about a hater? You guys don't know. You guys have no idea. If you knew when I get up tomorrow morning, I'm going to have all kinds of hate. It just happens. It's part of the gig. They don't tell you that. They never tell you that when you start a channel. Start a channel, they said. It'll be fun, they said. And it is, but there's just a lot of stuff that happens in a channel that they don't prep you about. You know what I mean? But then you get somebody like Robbie Robertson. want to explain to you Robbie Robertson. And the reason I bring that up is, okay, I've had problems with this. I feel like taking this and I feel like snapping this off and breaking this right in front of you just because see that? It turned on. I can hold it here for 2 minutes and it'll turn off. It's a piece of junk. So this is dead, and normally it's in brilliant color. It's beautiful. It sounds good. Guys, don't ever buy this. This is a Sony Handycam FDR AX53. It's like $1,200 and it's garbage. It's disposable. They don't tell you that when you buy it. It's disposable. So it died, and I've been dealing with just when I make videos on this laptop, it sounds great, looks terrible. I make it on my phone, it looks great, sounds terrible. Robbie Robertson made a comment one day. He goes, "Tell me let me buy you a camera." It's for the benefit of everybody. I'm paraphrasing. We ended up emailing, and he's just the nicest guy in the world. He said that when he gets home from a long day of work, watching a Chase TV video is part of his decompression. He says, I'm doing it for everybody. It's for the cause. And I said to him, I sent him an email back, and I said, when you start a YouTube channel, they don't tell you about moments like that. That somebody would stop what they're doing and buy a camera for the benefit of us all. That's staggering. And those are the moments that they don't, when you start a YouTube channel, they don't say, hey, you're going to have trolls going after you. You're going to say all the bad things, they're going to lie about you, they're going to say things about your family, they're going to say things about the girl you love. They don't tell you any of that, but they also don't say, some little kid's going to walk up to you and tell you that he loves you. Or Riley Rose. Riley Rose. She was 4 years old when I met her. I met her at I Like It Hot Festival down in Florida. With her, I'm standing there. I see this man standing there. He looks at me. I look down, and he's holding the hand of this little girl. She was 4. She was a teeny little girl. She's looking at me. Her eyes were that big. Like I've never seen a kid stare at me like that. She would. I looked at her with hi. He said, don't mind her. He goes, she's been watching you every day since she came online. Since she's been aware, she's watched you every single day of her life. So she's seeing you for the first time in real life. That little girl, I can't begin to tell you what that was like. I bent down. I said, come here. She came over. I gave her a big hug. She gave me a hug back. I have a video where she says, hi, Johnny. Hi, Johnny Jr. This is Riley Rose. I love you. Gotta tell you guys, they don't warn you about the trolls, but they don't tell you about those things either. And those things are what make you forget about the trolls. Trolls don't bother me. They really don't. They don't. But, so if you're thinking right now about starting a YouTube channel, a couple things you need to know about. Maybe some squirrely things happen to you. But if you stick at it, it's going to be very, very rewarding. Most people treat YouTube like it's a hobby. And any hobby you treat, how does it treat you back? If you treat it like a business, it will treat you back, Lawn Dog, Johnny, the only thing I can say is he has the right mental perspective by saying his donation benefits everyone. I couldn't agree more. What a guy. I want you to know, you want me to make a big deal. I'm sending him a box of everything we sell, for starters. And the very first video I ever make, none of you are ever going to see. I'm sending it to Robbie. It's just going to be a video for him. But every single video I make, I don't know how long, until he begs me to stop, I'm going to say brought to you in stunning Robbie Vision. And you all know what that means. People say, Robbie, is that a new camera? Is that a Robbie model? Hang on one second, you guys. I apologize. Tom, you madman. I'm doing a live stream. That's what I tell you. Love you, dude. That's Tom Broom messaging me. He'll be joining us in just a second. You guys are awesome. Been thinking about starting a fly fishing channel. These tips help. You know one of the best tips about a channel, Jack? And this is the truth of it. If you want to have a successful channel, and I don't know if it applies to fishing. I assume this just works across the board. Maybe it's just unique to peppers. I don't know. Lots of content. Nobody follows a dead channel. Nobody follows a channel that's going to throw up a video once every 2 weeks. They just don't. You know what your thoughts are? I'll just catch it when I see it, when it pops up. Nobody follows channels that aren't uploading. That's the first thing. Second thing is have fun. Here's the deal. You know when a YouTuber, look, I've made almost 4,000 videos. You think every single day I'm sitting down with rainbows and roses and sunshine and I just want to make videos? There are times where, 6 years I've been doing this. My dad died. Some horrible, horrible things have happened to me in the last 6 years. But every day I make that video. And to me, here's the thing. If you think I'm faking it doing that, I'm not. The second I see that light, I feel better. Even if it's a canned video, the second I see that light, we're connecting. I know that doesn't make any sense, but it's the truth. So lots of fresh content. Have fun making your videos. If you have fun making your videos, people are going to have fun watching them. I've done videos where, like off camera, you think there was a gun off forcing somebody to do a video. You got to have fun doing videos. If you have fun doing them, people will have fun watching. Tom Broom is an amazing guy. I'm only saying that because he might have tuned in. No, I'm kidding. He's a great guy. I love Tom. He sent me some 10 million lemon tincture. That stuff. Yeah, I'll tell you what, I don't have any more of that. That stuff is stupid hot, right? 10 mil. Here's the thing about that. So many people, like, every single thing, every single chili thing is going to tell you how hot it is, and they're all lying. That's not. He's not. He's dead on the money. So, oh, Smokey, those are some great stories about your fans. I have some stories that really mean the world to me. That's the series that really matters at the end of the day, that you touch someone's life. Tell me about it. You want to hear a crazy one? I'm going to wrap it up shortly. I'll get ready to wrap it up pretty soon. I was in, Tom, love you, dude. I just said I love Tom. I'm only saying that because he's going to be here soon. You know I love you, dude. I was in Houston with a delay. I don't remember where I was flying, but it was for the channel. And I had a delay, and it was a 24-hour delay. All right? It's wintertime. They must have been pumping. It was like ice cold air they were pumping into this thing. There were probably there were a couple different, it wasn't just one, it was weather related apparently. So there's a whole bunch of flights done. So a couple gates next to each other were all bummed out people, hundreds of people. So there's probably 300 or 400 people. And I was like, they said, don't worry, here's what we're going to do. They got on the little loudspeaker. They said, we're going to put you, if you have a flight tomorrow and it's over a certain amount of time, we're going to put you in a hotel. I'm like, there we go. That's customer service, people. That's how you customer service. Did they do that? No, nobody got into a hotel. Then they said, listen, I'm sorry, you're hungry and cold. We're going to bring blankets and food. When I tell you there are 300 people, I'm not exaggerating. They probably brought 50 blankets. And it was freezing cold. I mean, so cold. Then they said, we're going to bring you food. They might have brought 20 pizzas for like 300 or 400 people. Like 20 boxes, that's it. I was livid. I was not a happy guy. I stood in line for probably an hour waiting. I was working it up. Person gets out of the way. She goes, can I help you? I stood up. I said, yeah, you can help me. I feel this little hand tap me on the side. I looked down, and there was a little boy. And he goes, you're Johnny Scoville. I went, oh, your timing is so good. Thank you. Yeah, I'm Johnny Scoville. If he'd waited 2 seconds, I would have been the biggest scumbag that kid had ever seen, and he would have been destroyed. It's just like that moment changed me forever. I walk out to get my mail, I feel like there's a camera on me. I live my life like every single moment's going to be a made-for-TV movie later, and we'll see how it plays out. We're always on. But that little boy, his mom pulled her son away. Goes, you know this man? He goes, yeah, Bob, it's Johnny Scoville, eats peppers. She had no idea who I was. So I sat down next to them for like a couple hours. We sat, 3 or 4 hours. We sat down talking. Moved away, and I had one of these with me, so I signed it and gave it to his mom. I say, here, give it to him. He goes, no way. He grabbed it. I pulled it away and gave it to his mom. I'm like, don't let him eat these now. When he gets older, if you want, just put him on a shelf or something. But I don't know, man. You're always on. People say don't meet your heroes. That could have been a horrific moment. You know what I mean? It could have been like ultimately tragic. Like he could have carried that with him for life. You know what I mean? And it's got to remember. All righty. Oh, damn, time to rewind and catch up. Papa Jay's Peach, in your honor, sir. Why, thank you. Jay's Peach is it's a great pepper. I've been hooked on pucker butt stuff. What do you recommend, Miss Jokes? You know what? Do you mean just with respect to pucker butt, or do you mean in general? With pucker butt, you got to figure out what you like, and you got to decide what you like. If you're looking for other things other than pucker butt, you know what? Good thing you asked that. Two of my favorite, I got a handful, small little list of favorite sauce makers. Two of them are, excuse me, Burns and McCoy. You know Burns and McCoy. The guy is just amazing. And then we got Merle from Hellfire Hot Sauce. Now those guys are, I love them both, and I love their sauce companies. And ironically, right now, I have sauce from both those guys, brand new sauces coming here. And I haven't reviewed sauces from either of those companies in years. It really has been a few years, so I'm super excited. So I would try that. You cannot do wrong with Hellfire Hot Sauce. You can't go wrong with anything Burns and McCoy. Bravado is a great sauce company. There's a lot of great sauce companies, but here's the beautiful thing. There's a million. Gee, if you pick rock stars, there's 50 rock stars that have sauce companies. I mean it. It's amazing. If you pick actors, Mike Madsen, and there's so many actors that have, it's everywhere. So sample it all. Let's see here. Old Smoker. It's awesome that you recognize that, because most people would, you know, I don't know. Here's the thing, Old Smoky. I didn't start this channel for the same reasons that everybody else starts a YouTube channel. Like, I don't know a single person who started a YouTube channel for any other reason than to get rich and famous. And I swear to God, I know you may not believe this, but as God is my witness, that was not my motivation to starting a YouTube channel. For a couple reasons. I didn't think it was possible. It wasn't even something I even entertained the thought of. I started because I love peppers, I love hot stuff, and I'm passionate about it. I just want to share it. That was it. Here's the reason I bring that up. Other people, if you want to start a YouTube channel, do it. The pie's big. Start a channel. In fact, I have a tutorial. I have a series. So you want to be a YouTuber? Go start there. But if you want to start a YouTube channel, do it. You know, do it. There's a lot, but you know, there's so much room for everybody. So many people are not friendly and they don't like help others. I don't understand why people do that. I had somebody message me after I did some work with, you know, College Boy. I love College Boy, man. I really do. We'll be doing more videos, by the way. But after I started doing videos, I had somebody call and offer me money to help him launch a YouTube channel. I said to him back, I said, I'm not sure what you mean. I kind of knew what he meant, but I just wanted him to kind of expound on, you know, go a little more detailed. And he says, I'm not going to tell you how much he was going to offer me, but it was a lot of money to do the same thing. He wanted writing, I would do it until he reached 10,000. I said, no, man, I'm not doing that. I'm not. You know what I mean? The motivations were complete. I don't know. His motivations were crazy to me. It didn't make sense. You know, I have. And you know, Zach Wilde starting to, listen, have you heard about him joining Pantera? You guys heard that? Here's my thing. I like Pantera a lot. I got a problem with that. I do. You know, I think if Zach Wilde joined Pantera and they still had Vinny on drums, and he was just taking over Dimebag for a period of time, for like a tour, I could get behind that. But it's like Jerry Garcia's dead. So is the Grateful Dead. Sorry, you can start a new band, and I have tribute bands. I'm all about that. But you can't call it the Grateful Dead. And with Vinny and Dimebag gone, you're going to call that Pantera? No way. I have such a problem with that. I don't mean to be that guy, but that is like, whew. That's like if me and my son croaked, somebody sat down and called it Chase Eat. How would you guys like that? If we both died in a car accident tomorrow and somebody sat down and said, hey, I'm going to do Chase Eat. You know, how would you guys feel about that? I have a problem with that. It seems wrong to me. It seems crazy. Drew V, metal detecting. Can I tell you, Drew V, I've wanted to do that. That looks like so much fun. You know why that would be a great channel? It's addictive. I've done that. You do the rabbit hole. Next thing, the guy's cleaning off a gun, and next thing you know, he's restoring the gun. And I've gone down that rabbit hole, you guys. Speaking of rabbit hole, it's really important. You want to have enough videos that somebody can click on your thing and watch more than one. You know, that's the idea. You want everybody to watch. You don't want anyone to stop by and see one video and then dance. You want them to stop by and go. Let me tell you I was in love with Bree, so it's within the last couple of years. I had a person find the channel and I see a comment on a video. And let me tell you, as a content creator, I make a video and I upload it, and within 8 seconds there are 10 comments to say it was a great video. I'm like, well, you haven't really watched it yet, but thank you. I really appreciate that. You know what I mean? I haven't even watched it yet. But and it's funny. I understand why you guys do that, and I appreciate it. I really do. And the whole first thing, you know, the first thing, it's a big deal. I've never been first on a video with anybody. I lost my train of thought. I'm sorry, you guys. You've been with me for a while. You know I do that. Yeah, but here's the thing. To me, they can't. You know, they can't call it a reunion tour. You can't call that Pantera. You can't. You just can't. Pantera was Vinny and you just can't. If they gave me a ticket, I wouldn't go see that show. Isn't that crazy? I feel wrong. Oh, Jamie Sarasoli, not up to a Serrano yet, but some jalapenos are hot yet. They keep going. Hopefully I can get up to super hot someday. Listen, Jamie, just go easy. Don't feel bad about the Serranos. You haven't got there yet. It took me a while to get there, a long time ago. When I got to Serrano, I put it in park and stayed there for a year and just ate Serranos. I was eating at lunch. I was snacking on, putting it in my pocket. It's okay to do that. Flavor-wise, my favorite pepper. Boy, I should almost have 3 different. Mild favorite, medium favorite, and super hot favorite. However, right now I just have one, and it's the lemon yellow brain. That is a pod grown by Tom Broom, created by Tom Broom. And it is different. I'm sorry. Can I tell you how different it is? Let me tell you a funny story. Just got some pods from Linda's Fiery Treats. One of the homework assignments was to do a red brain, a 7-pot brain strain, and a yellow. I didn't say it in the video. But when I put the yellow one in my mouth, I knew where that came from. That was unlike any other yellow brain I had ever had. The only one I ever had that was like that was Tom. And guess what? She had got those plants from Tom. So for those of you saying, well, it's just a lemon brain or a yellow brain. No, it's not. I'm telling you, if you cut that, if I had a room full of blind people and I cut open one of those pods, nobody would say, hey, who's got the pepper? They'd all say, oh, you got a lime or a lemon? They'd all say a lemon. I'm telling you, it's that lemony. So that's my favorite pepper. So Jamie, good luck with that. And hey, you know what? Oh, really important. Let's talk about this right now. There's a whole bunch of questions people have, but I want to address this real quick. Because I said I was going to do it today and I didn't. I'm sorry. I'll do it tomorrow. What happens when you get stuck on a pepper? Because if we can see a show of hands, there's a lot of people right now that are stuck on a pepper. Part of the reason you can be stuck on a pepper for a couple reasons. Number one, it's hot. Anything more than that is trouble. The other thing is, it may be the only thing you have readily available. And that's the truth. Fortunately, if you live in the United States, almost every grocery store is going to have jalapenos, habaneros, serranos, poblano. Some even have scorpions. I've seen reapers in some. So you can get, usually you can get stuff around serrano, jalapeno, habanero. You can get that in a grocery store. If you guys can't, though, and you're stuck on something, what you can do to try to increase your tolerance, if you can't get other peppers, let's say you're stuck on serranos. Instead of eating 1 serrano, next time you sit down to choose some, go to 1.5 or go to 2. You know what I mean? And eat more. You're still pushing you'll still advance your tolerance, even if you eat more of the same pepper and it's not any hotter than previous peppers, but you just eat multiples, that will still advance your tolerance, I promise. Also, I'm telling you, probably the greatest tools for raising your tolerance that I've ever seen are these. Because a whole tube, for instance, the tubitera, these are peanuts. There is 1.5 ounces of peanuts in this tube. That averages usually between 25 and 40 peanuts, depending on the size of them, okay? If you ate 1 of these a day, there are a lot of people on here that have done it. You eat 1 a day. You can practice. You know what? Purposely burn yourself. Get something that's a little too hot for you. If you aren't at Serranos yet, eat a Serrano. And then start eating 1 of these a day. And then when you're done with this tube, go back and eat a Serrano, and you will giggle your head off. Number 1, it won't burn. Number 2, it'll taste So much better than any other Serrano you ever tasted before, because when you have a higher tolerance, your taste buds aren't getting stomped down by capsaicin, and you're able to taste things that you normally weren't able to taste, and that's the truth. So if you're stuck on a pod, eat more of those pods or look for some products in the chili community that can help you increase your tolerance, but that will help. Semilo, good to see you. Next time I see you in Fort Mill, can I do a challenge with you? Huh, that's interesting. It's not like I'm all over Fort Mill, you know, but if you happen to see me, for sure. Maybe we can do something. I know I can't do a challenge. I'm sorry. I can maybe eat a pepper with you or eat something warm, but doing a challenge with somebody that I don't want to hurt anybody, and I don't want to, you know, I can go sideways in a multitude of ways. Hope you understand. Just eat a pepper, that's for sure. Jason just hopped on the bus. Gus, appreciate that. Tom's Tincture. Listen to me. Tom's Tincture. That's another. Boy, thank you, Drew. You want to boost your tolerance in a New York minute? Tincture will do that. Oh man. Here's what I've learned, though. Do you want to know something? There's capsaicin tolerance isn't smooth across the board. Let me explain to you why. My tolerance for pods right now is up here. I'm eating pods left and right. You guys see the last couple of weeks how many pods I've been eating? My tolerance for pods is sky high. Today I went in, this burned me. I'm serious. I did a gusher today, earlier, when I came home from work, and that I hadn't done tincture in a while. That burned so much. I think that if you're used to sauce and you're not used to peppers, a pepper that's less heat than the sauce can still hurt you. It's just a theory. I'm going to do some testing. Theory. Jason too hasn't finished his first tube. Uses it to enhance meals. You know what? That's a good thing to do. I've crunched them up and put it in peanut butter to make a really, really hot peanut butter and jelly sandwich, and that worked good. What pepper gets you the most? Do you mean off the most? I think that's probably in that. South Tampa, thank you so much for your donation. You know what? I think you meant what pepper gets me off. I was talking to Tom Broom last night. Tom, are you still here? You are. What were we talking about? The dougla. To me, and this is strange, here's the cool thing. If it was, I'm the only one who ever said this, I'd probably keep my mouth shut, but I've heard two other people say this. The endorphin rush you get from a dougla is different. On at least 3 or 4 occasions, I've gone, whoa, that really is different. Like the first time, it was one thing, but the second time, like, wow, okay, there's a thing. It happened again. I think there's something to the dougla. It's a great pepper. Boxster Box. Love it. I chop up a whole super hot pepper and throw 1 million hot sauce in my food. Also eat whole pods and spicy at least 3 times a week. You know, it's good for you. It tastes good. It's good for you. And you know what? Look how it brings people together. It's 101 of my friends right now. And if it weren't for peppers, let me tell you something. My kid's mom threw a party for me. I told the story recently, a couple weeks ago, about my birthday. This is one of the reasons I didn't like birthdays in the past. This is a true story. You guys think I'm so popular? Nah. It was my birthday. We were living in Denton, Texas. I was going to go have a beer with a buddy of mine named Carlos, who I love to this day so much. I said to my kid's mom, I said, I'm going to the Sunset Grill. She was like, no, you can't. I'm like, yeah, I can. Yeah, I can't. I'm going to have a beer with Carlos. It's my birthday. She goes, you can't go. I'm like, all right, what's going on? I mean, I can't go. What's going on? And she's like, okay, you can't tell anybody. Don't ruin the surprise. I'll kill you. I'm like, I'm not going to ruin the surprise. You have a surprise party? She goes, yes. Hand to God, not one person showed up. Even Carlos blew me off. How about that? Carlos thought so many people would show up that he didn't think I would notice, so he didn't go. But nobody showed. So the only reason we have 102 people now here is because of peppers and because of me. So thank you guys. Talked to both Brandon Taylor, talked to both Thomas Blaine and Linda Fire Cheat to get peppers, and I can't wait to arrive. Only had super hot powders. Oh, by the way, guys, this is really important. If you got a box, Brandon, you just made me think of that. If you got a box from Linda and from Thomas Blaine, unless you have a bunch of friends helping you, there's no way you're going to be able to consume all those pods before they start going bad. So I would urge you to put those in the fridge as soon as they get there. If you got both boxes, even if if you're kind of you're sort of new on your chili journey, and you got a small flat rate box of pods in the fridge immediately, because you're not going to eat them all. You're not. I'm just telling you. So put them in the fridge. If you freeze pods, every year people talk about that. It does not affect the flavor. It does not affect the heat. What it affects is the consistency. If you have a frozen pod and you take it out and let it thaw out, it is like, it's the mushiest, grossest thing. So if you don't care about consistency and texture, you can toss those things in the freezer, but just know when you thaw them out, it's going to be an interesting mouth experience. Texture is kind of wonky. Am I afraid of Alaska? Are you asking me that? Man, am I afraid of Alaska? Are you asking Alaskan Adventures that? I don't know who you're asking. Maybe you're asking me. I'm not afraid of anything. I'm not scared of Alaska. You know what? I'm not. What am I scared of? I'm trying to think of it. I'm scared of clowns. I'm scared of being chased. And that's about it. I'm not kidding. I don't get scared of much. It's kind of the way it is. Chad. Got to say it twice. Chad. Got to say it twice. Thank you so much for the donation, man. I appreciate that. Am I alive? I love Johnny. He's going to ignore. Okay, you were asking me that, Sasquatch Hunter. I thought you were asking somebody else. No, I'm not scared of Alaska. You gotta be kidding me. Why would I be scared of Alaska? I'm not scared of Fallujah. All right? I'm not scared of the Gaza Strip. I'm certainly not scared of Alaska. I've been to some sketchy places with the channel. I mean, when I was in the Philippines, we went to a few places where we were a little on the dodgy side. BK Mac, I drank a bottle of Melinda's Ghost Pepper Sauce as a challenge. I enjoyed it and could handle it, but the heat, but the cramps got for the first time. Special, isn't it? You thought I was lying all this time about the cramps? Come on, man. If you had to come up with your holy trinity of hottest peppers, eating a mixture of the hottest things you've eaten, what would your holy trinity be? We'll read that one more time. If I had to come up with your holy trinity, peppers, peanuts, or anything, any mixture of the hottest things I've eaten, what would the holy trinity be? 16 million pure capsaicin crystals and anything else. That's the grand poobah, man. Once you hit that, unless you go for the resonant ferrotoxin, you aren't going to get any more than that. How long does tincture stay good for unopened? Tom, I will defer that question to Tom Broom. He is the expert. I will tell you this. He'll probably expound on this if he does, but alcohol evaporates, whether it's capped or not. So let's say you have this and you don't touch it in a year, it'll be down to here, all right? And it's going to be a lot hotter because all the capsaicin's still there and all the extra stuff is gone, so it's just concentrated. So that will happen, but as far as how long it lasts, I don't think it'll go bad. It will evaporate, so you got to keep an eye on that, but I don't think it'll go bad. I could be wrong. Tom? Frozen pods are great for making sauce, absolutely. Also for any cooking, it'll work. Chili, you know what I mean? I'm terrified of clowns. I'm going to wrap it up. I'm going to tell you guys a clown story, then we're going to end it. True story. It was a Halloween night. The year I got divorced from my ex-wife. You notice that I never call my kid's mom my ex-wife? Because that's demeaning and terrible. She's always my kid's mom. But my ex-wife, we didn't have any kids. She's a vile, nasty ex. Anyway, the day right before we got divorced, it was Halloween. And I'm like, I got a bunch of candy. I was excited. You know what she said? She said, I don't want, I'm going to bed. I'm like, well, there are kids coming by. What do you mean you're going to bed? We got to see the kids in the neighborhood. And she's like, went to bed. So I was standing there, ring the doorbell, I bring out some candy for the kids. It was fun. So it's late, almost later than you'd expect kids to be knocking on your door now. So I'm getting ready to shut it down and go to bed. I hear the doorbell ring. I'm like, one more. I look out, I can't see anything. I looked out, I didn't see anything. I open the door, and there's a teeny little clown. This is going to sound soft. Don't judge me. No judgment. You got it? May have been 3 feet tall. The first thing I did was look to my left and my right to see what I could grab to hit it with. I didn't. But that's my first reaction. I hate clowns. Then my anger shifted. I gave the little kid some stuff and got rid of him. Then my anger shifted to his parents. Look, I know people out there have issues with clowns like I do. I would never dress my kid up as a clown and send him off to some door. I don't know who's behind that door, like a guy like me. I can't stand clowns. What are they hiding from? What are you hiding from? And I don't like mimes either. Mimes and clowns, they're related. They go to the same family reunions. They're all buddies, I'm telling you. All right, we're going to wrap this thing up, you guys. I love you. Thank you for hanging out with me. Please, thank you guys so much. Thank you for the love. Robbie, listen, tomorrow the new camera is arriving. And I want you guys to do me a favor. Lots of support for Robbie. I mean, it was such a selfless thing. Here's the cool thing about that. This was like $1,200. The camera he got was fortunately less expensive. And because of advancements in technology, it's better than this. You know what I might do? I might take this by the pool tomorrow and throw it in the pool. Or I might just smash it in the parking lot. But if I do it, I'll do it on video. See, this is what irritates me. See? Dead. I mean, I'll tell you what. Remember this code. Sony Handycam HDR AX53. It's cool if you want to spend a lot of money on a disposable camera, because that's what this is. It's disposable. About a year and a half, it's toast. Sorry. All right, guys, we're done. Love you guys a lot. It's 10 o'clock. We've been on for 1 hour. Lots of love tomorrow for Robbie. You guys are awesome. In the description box, you're going to see a link. You know what's in the description box? Every description box you'll ever see, since there's still 88 of us listening in. There's always Agness, old Agness Store, the Lnst. There's always Blazing Foods. There's always Seriously Hot Peppers. They will always be in the description box. So if you know why? I love those guys. That's why. All right, guys, we're wrapping this thing up. Remember, go watch the Panic Mode, because when we hit 1 million, I'm doing it again. Probably get 5,000 views. Love you guys. Right there's the pepper. Click it when you do your ride with me. If you don't want to miss a video because spicy content is your jam, I'm your driver. That's my plaque. Click the bell for notification. You'll see a Dropbox, select all. But you know what? Visit us a lot, because YouTube and their notifications, you know how they work. League of Fire right there. More videos there. Thank you for